Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I figured I would show you guys my everyday foundation routine, just what I do, what everything looks like, and the steps that I take to achieve my daily foundation routine. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I do is I prime my face using the Fenty Beauty Primer. And so I'm just going to pump a little onto my hand. And just take that around the edges of my face. I have really dry skin around the edges, and then in the middle I have pores, so I use two different primers. I know, super high maintenance. And after I apply that primer, I go in with a Makeup Forever Step 1 smoothing primer, and just take a little teensy bit on my finger. And take that through the areas where I have problems with pores. So just through the center of my face. Then after I have done that, I will go ahead and take my Fenty Beauty Foundation in the color 170. And I will just take a couple pumps on my hand. And because my skin is so dry, I take the Cover FX drops, custom enhanced drops in Celestial, and I just drop some right in there to give it a little more luminosity as opposed to such a stark, dry finish. So then I'm going to take my Skin Perfector from Maskcara Beauty and just dab that into my skin. I'm just going to take a little more of that foundation because I didn't get enough. It's really liquidy, and so I feel like my skin just like sucks it in, and then I have to use like double the amount that I normally would, just adding a little bit of those Celestial drops and going in for the forehead. I love when my foundation gets in my eyebrow. So the key, I feel like, to getting that flawless foundation is just to blend, blend, blend. And if you feel like you can't blend anymore, keep blending. So then I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Light and just place some under the eye. Just like so. And then I'm going to go back in with the Perfector from Maskcara Beauty and just blend it out. Okie dokie, so from there I am going to take my Coty Airspun powder in the color Naturally Neutral, I should say, and just tap some of that into the cap. And then taking that Mascara Skin Perfector, just dabbing it under my eyes. This is my favorite setting powder, and it's super, super inexpensive, which makes it even better. And so I just pat that into my skin, around my nose. And then next I will take my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder in shade 2 and just go over anywhere that I didn't already set with the Coty powder. So after that, the next thing that I do is I take my ColourPop bronzer in the color Private Party, and I just take it on a Morphe R2 brush and I just bronzer up. My face tends to look really pale before I do this step, so this is like vital. I just love the color of this bronzer and the warmth that it gives. And it is so affordable. That's like the second best part. So from there, I'm going to go in with a blush. And today I'm using the Pixie plus Aspen Novard blush in, let's see, Rami Rose. And this color is super pretty. The only drawback is you have to use a lot if you want it to show up. Like, I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to town. We'll do the other cheek. I mean, like, it's there, but it's not quite where I want it to be. I usually use a different blush every day. But this is just the one that I had in my everyday makeup kit because I was testing it out. I do really like the color though. So from there I go in with a highlighter, and today I'm going to do the Cover FX highlighter in Moonlight, and it is the powder one. Just going to take that on a Morphe M510. And then from there, I do my brows. So I consider my brows a part of my foundation routine. I don't know why, but I just feel like they set the scene for the rest of your face. So I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 2. And then I like to use the spoolie just to kind of blend things out. We'll go through on the other side. At the bottom of my brow right here, I like don't grow hair, so it's always the first place I go to fill in. So now that I have my brows filled in, I'm going to take the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3 and just comb through my brows. I feel like when I'm doing my makeup, powder settles into them, so by taking a gel that's got a little tint to it, it just kind of gets rid of that like powdery overcast. Or white cast, I should say. And then from there, I go in with my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray because I have the world's driest skin ever, and just put in work. Just put in work. And that is my foundation routine. That is what I do when I want a full face of foundation. Sometimes I'll do cream contour. It's not very often because I feel like the ColourPop bronzer is super beautiful on its own, and any more would just be a little too much. So that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will link everything that I used down below in the description. Bye guys.